Why are people putting off getting married? Your phone changes every 2 years. Your computer is obsolete. Your Facebook status is constantly changing, and so are you. Millennials have adapted to embrace constant and unforgiving change in their lives. It can be quite disconcerting. We humans crave stability. We want to know who we are, where we're going. But this life that many of the younger people are involved in today is taking us in the opposite direction. We're living in a disposable culture. Go find me the last time you saw a place that repairs anything. I grew up in Brooklyn. Almost every side street had a guy who repaired washer dryers, repaired electronics, repaired all types of appliances. There's no such thing as repair today. Once it breaks, you throw it away. That's how it works. And that has gotten into the psyche of human beings today, where most of the items we use become obsolete within a couple of years. And so unfortunately, one of the reasons that we have an epidemic in the Orthodox circles in the Jewish world in terms of divorce is because I don't have to remain in a relationship or work at it. I'll just get divorced and try it again. And that has leaked into our very psyche. We shouldn't be surprised that our relationships are treated in the same disposable fashion. One of the problems many people are dealing with in dating today is what we call the TMC dilemma. Too much choice. Imagine what it was like for your great-grandparents to date and get married, whether they lived in Poland or Russia, Persia, Syria, Morocco, wherever Jews were living in those days. When they wanted to find someone to marry, their parents or aunt or the town matchmaker came forward with a suggestion. They didn't have too many candidates in those days, a few guys and a few girls in the local town, and that was it. The shidduch was made, l'chaim was drank and done. Dating has changed dramatically. You're not limited to the 20 or so guys and girls anymore of your little town. You have thousands of options to choose from. Go to any dating website and see how many potential matches you can now have to choose from. It's a literal smorgasbord. Thousands upon thousands of people available to you on any given website. Soya at Sinai, Partners in Shidduchim. I'm involved in many of them, so I know only too well. Thousands of them. This is a beracha, it's a blessing, but of every blessing, there's a downside. And the new dating paradigm is no exception. Let me show you with a scientific experiment. 2 psychologists decided that the challenge of too much choice can be seen in an experiment. Mark Lepper and Sheena Inyagar in a gourmet food store. Here's what they did. A display was set up featuring a line of exotic high-quality jellies. Customers who came by could taste samples. And they were given a coupon for $1 off if they bought a jar. So there were 2 stands set up. In one segment of the study, 6 varieties of jam were available for tasting. In another, 24 varieties were available. So you have a supermarket, you have a table, 6 jams in one table, and 24 in the other one. And you can help yourself and taste from any of the jellies. 60% of the passers-by stopped by the large selection to taste the jam. Only 30% stopped by the one that had 6. So more people were tasting at the one that had more selection. But when it came to buying, a huge difference became evident. 30% of the people exposed to the small array of jams bought. How many people bought at the one that had 24? 3. That's what happens when you have too much selection. You go crazy. And I see this all the time. You know, people date with one leg in and one leg out. Because it's okay, and they multi-date, which is a disaster. Double dating or double dipping, I call. You know, you don't even remember what you said to this girl or this guy. So how do you know what you said? And you get yourself into a real mess. So you see the huge difference? 30% versus 3%. Likewise with dating. You have so much choice, you want to taste as much as you can. But when it comes to buying, to committing to a serious relationship, the numbers are much lower than they should be. With so many people to choose from, and all the dating websites and apps, you can really say that the grass is always greener on the other side. Young people are less willing to go through the usual struggles of dating and committing to a relationship because before they know it, someone less complicated and easier can come by. And they're only one click away. There's a conservative writer, the kid's brilliant. His name is Ryan Holiday. He's smart. He wrote a book called Ego is the Enemy. Not even a Jew. But I happen to have gone to his book today because I want to talk about a topic that is dear to me. And it is ego is the enemy. I find so many people that sit in front of me or talk to me on Zoom or WhatsApp are suffering from this ego problem. No one is good enough for them. It's amazing. It makes me crazy. No one is good enough. They always want better and better and better. So I wanted to speak a little bit about this concept called ego is the enemy.